Hello, 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 and I am your host, Stephen I, and welcome to Manga Podcast.
I'm your co-host, Azrael. Azrael plays.
Right, and I am your more beautiful and more amazing regular real host, the Banana. And this week we are talking about UQ Holder, chapters 1 to 17.
Yeah, that's at the end of some volume that I can't remember.
Yeah, it's not. We kind of ended in a bad place, if we're being honest.
Yeah, well, we don't know what's gonna happen in these mangas before we read them, obviously.
Right.
So we just choose at the end of a volume that seems a reasonable amount of chapters.
Right. So, backstory about UQ Holder. UQ Holder is a sequel series to Najima something 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 mix something something. It's made by the creator of Love Hina, and it is not a romantic comedy in the fucking slightest because the guy was tired of writing fucking romantic comedies. So
the title of what the same universe is Mahoi Sensei Najima,
known in Japan as Magical Teacher Najima or Najima Magister Neji Magi.
Magic.
Yeah,
basically.
And that is a what's it called? Romantic harem action adventure comedy. And this series is completely opposite. It's like set 700 years or 100 years later.
I don't know how many years later.
It's 10 years. No, wait,
yeah.
no.
It is very different. It is a
action comedy.
It's shonen as fuck.
It's 70 years. It's 70 years later.
Okay.
It follows the adventures of Tota. Yeah.
Tota.
Yeah, he's 14-year-old, but he has the body of a 12-year-old because when he was 12, he was in a car accident and became a fucking vampire.
All right, spoilers already.
Well, I mean,
we're going good.
We're talking about
we haven't gotten even past the description at all.
Well, that is the description. So it's about him going on an adventure to become. He has a dream to reach the top of a tower, but until then, he has to train to be a super fucking badass, and thus becomes super badass vampire with magic swords and shit, magic powers.
Here is the actual description of that actually the author gives for this. Wow, this is directly from the author.
Well, I give a fuck.
In the decades since the world became aware of the existence of magic, the world has undergone massive upheaval. However, a boy named Tota lives in seclusion in a rural town far from these changes. His ordinary life is highlighted by his magic-using female teacher and his supportive friends. When his tranquil daily life is disrupted, he embarks on a unique adventure.
So basically everything I said, except, I guess, less spoilers and more of a bitch.
Yeah, with much less spoilers. So if you guys didn't want to get spoiled, fuck you.
I'm not going to put annotations about non-spoilers because, that'd be a long time.
Like 2 seconds. Like 2 seconds.
For a while,
professionalism.
I am the most professional of professionals. Seriously, don't you see what I'm wearing?
No.
Yes, you do.
Okay.
He just fucking
So,
let's talk about what do you think of the art?
Or, do you want to do your recommendations on whether people should read it or not?
Let's do it at the end.
Spoil the rest of it.
Let's probably do that at the end. That makes more sense.
There's no point to it then.
What do you think of the fucking art?
The art's average. It's an average shonen weekly art.
Yes. All right. So the art is. It's pretty fucking generic, if we're being honest.
Yeah, the shading.
Thankfully, though, the characters, unlike the what we read last week.
What did we read last week? Pandora Hearts.
The characters actually do look different. They are, of course, that may be because they're not as many characters, but also they're just drawn differently and they have different character traits.
Yeah, and
it's good.
Honestly, compared to how far we read into Pandora Hearts, I think there's been the same amount of characters as up to chapter whatever I read, and they are all very different looking people, except for the group of random Yakuza dudes who aren't really Yakuza, but they're pretty much Yakuza.
Yes, who aren't important at all to the series. They just kind of show up as background characters. Yeah, they're pretty much the exact same character.
But yeah, who's gonna complain about that?
Yeah, background. Oh my god,
nobody complains about everyone
background characters. What a fucking twist.
It's and it's if you were complaining about the crowd in a video game, like a sports video game. Oh, they all look pretty much the same. No
Well, you know, in,
shit.
well, you know, in MLP they do have special background characters. All the background characters have like names and shit. Of course, that's because they're trying to sell fucking toys. But you know,
Yeah.
but
I
still,
mean, in like
like there's
all
literally
those wrestling games or fight night games and shit like that.
in the MLP universe, there's literally like 800 background characters named and shit. It's insane.
Yeah.
Like they have a list. It's like who's gonna be
I
a
know,
background? It's like what the fuck.
When I was putting up my videos for Star Swirl Academy, I was looking for pony names to just throw in the tags, and I was like,
Yeah.
"The fuck? Who are these people?"
And like I think like 10% of them show up in like there's been stuff I've seen online. I know it's kind of getting off topic, but stuff I've seen online where somebody has like used a random character, like made up a character. It's like, hey, you know, it's actually a real character. Like the fuck? They just haven't used it in the show. It's like it's in like the character sheets. Like really?
What?
So
Well, whatever.
You copy a character like that hasn't showed up anywhere unless you like read the fucking character sheets.
That's weird. But yeah,
But
a little bit off topic there.
yeah.
But yeah, the background characters all look the same, but the main characters, they're all very different people.
Right.
You won't mistake anyone for anyone else at all.
Yeah. What do you think of storyline? Storyline is we haven't gone that far in, and honestly, it hasn't gone that. There's not that much more else because there's only about 36 issues
Yeah.
translated.
Let's see.
It's weekly. It is weekly, so there's going to be a lot more.
Yeah, it seems that it takes their translations usually get uploaded about 8 to 9 days, like after the last one. So it's only a couple more days after the release, so it's not bad.
Right.
So it's it's a weekly shonen manga. We only read 17 chapters in, so
And a lot of the chapters are pretty short. The first chapter is really long, like 80
yeah, the
pages.
first chapter's like 80
and then
pages.
everything else is like 10 or like not 10, sorry,
19.
like 19.
19 to 20, and that's usual for
Yeah, but
week.
it's just we got through that really quickly, and we haven't seen
Yeah.
that meet up to the storyline. So I'm not sure how good it's going to be later down the line. But so far, it has a somewhat it's kind of basic.
I don't know. I think it's kind of weird as a shonen manga too. At the same point, like it's shonen as fuck. Don't get me wrong on that, but the character doesn't actually have goals at all.
Well, yeah,
And it's just, I want to get to top of tower and become famous.
yeah,
And it's just like, I don't know.
but
I don't see any like constant thing that they're working towards. Now he's just kind of like, at first
he
it was,
wants
well,
to be
I
the
want
boss. He wants to be the boss. Remember, like his goals seem to be very fluid.
Well, his goals change all the time too.
Well, that's
Like
why
he
I said,
goes,
well, that's what fluid fucking
Yeah.
means.
yeah, like so at the beginning I want to leave the city, and then I
Well-
want to go to the tower.
Well, he wanted to be. Everybody wanted to go to the tower. He seems to. It was everybody wants to go to the tower. And he was kind of like following the crowd,
Yeah,
and they continued on that. And now he wants to be the boss, so he could go on. He wants to be the boss to be on the tower because they're like, you can't go up there unless you're like important.
yeah, but now right now it seems like his goal is just talking to Hime now, which is pretty odd.
But he has to be like the second in command to be able to talk to her.
Was it? I don't remember. Was it really second command, or is it just like?
they said deputy, but I'm going to assume
Okay.
that's second in command. It's
Yeah,
the same. Lieutenant,
yeah.
captain.
So pretty much, I wonder how many deputies there are, because I think
We've
I've
only
seen
seen
two
one.
so
I thought we only saw one. That one dude who showed up.
far.
The guy who threw him, not the guy who was talking to the other girl on their team.
I think Visago and Jingaro are both deputies.
All right. Well, you've seen the boss, who doesn't seem to doesn't seem to give a fuck about jack shit.
Yeah, the boss is a pretty awesome dude.
He's like
He
he got locked. They locked him in like a fucking what was that underground area for like
The
2 years on
underground,
accident.
Yeah, so he ended up in an argument with Yukihime, and over sake, she threw him down there as a joke.
And they both
forgot.
they both thought it was a joke, but then like she forgot, and then it's like everybody just like, whatever.
Everyone else was like, "Well, I don't know if she was joking or not. Should we fuck with it? Because if she's not."
And the guy was like, I think she was joking, so I was kind of just like playing along, but then she kind of like, I'm just here for like 2 fucking years now.
So I guess I'll just leave now. You know?
Yeah. I think the joke may have gone on a little bit way too long, guys.
Yeah. But I mean, have you noticed that any character in a manga named Jinbei is awesome as fuck.
And doesn't give a fuck.
Yeah, gives no shits. One Piece, Yu Yu Hakusho.
Is that just like thing in Japan? And they're just like a bunch of people named Jinbei who just don't give a fuck about jack shit.
I looked up what Jinbei was. It is pretty much pajamas that you can wear outside.
Yeah, I guess if somebody named you that, I wouldn't give a shit about anything.
Yeah, I guess so.
Because my parents didn't give a shit about me.
Yeah, it's like pajamas that you wear outside that are super popular in Japan, apparently.
It's like calling a kid a panty.
There's also...
I swear to God, if I see a kid named Panty, I'm stabbing your parents. I'm actually going to stab them. You should stab them as well.
I'm going to name my son Panties.
You know, I hope he stabs you. He's going to stab you. You know it's going to
I'm going to name it like that in a foreign language so no one understands. Everyone just thinks it's kind of like a cool name.
You're going to have to fight your son to the death. And that's what
all right.
swords.
I'm just going to train. I'm going to shonen it up. As soon as my son's bored every day, just swinging like a fucking barbell with weights on it. Just,
it's going to be Ramna 1/2.
He comes to it, and he's just like, he's like 17, ready to fight me. And it just turns into like a giant like samurai sword battle.
Just the wind blowing. See as you are ready, son.
Just look at him. 1,000 times slash. Fucking turn a dial on my sword. Just
Oh man. So yeah, for some reason Zach really likes UQ Holder.
I really do like this manga. I really like it.
It doesn't seem anything special to me so far. Nothing has really.
It doesn't seem special to me. It just really caught my attention.
Right,
it got me invested into it, and guys want to know more now.
Like I like it. I'll probably end up reading it, maybe like when longer down the line. But as of right now, it doesn't seem all that interesting. It seems like a shonen manga. You know, personally,
I also really like shonen.
Yeah. Once again, I'm not a huge fan of shonen to begin with, so that probably also. But this seems very shonen. This is
it's very shonen, and I love shonen manga. If you guys haven't seen us argue, well, not even argue, just talk in general, you pretty much we have opposite manga tastes.
Yeah,
he really doesn't like shonen. I love it.
I like things that are weird or that are not average.
Yeah, I don't know. I like harems. He hates them.
Oh, I can't stand harems. Cannot stand them.
There have been some I read. Rom-coms are awful.
Yeah. Rom-com movies are awful. I can't think of a single rom-com in existence of any media that is good.
Yeah, neither can I.
Hey, and if you have something in the what's it called audience, feel free to list it. I'll probably disagree with you and tell you exactly why it's bad, but you can fucking list it, see what we got.
Yeah. You know what? Send us mangas that you want us to read. We probably won't read them, but
yeah, I mean, because we have like what 3 weeks already.
We have, counting that samurai one.
Yeah.
1, 2, 3. So 4, if we keep the mermaid one.
Yeah, that's gonna be we're not gonna talk about that. It's not.
Okay, so 3. But yeah.
Well, we might do it, but I don't really want to. I don't think you do either. But yeah. It's really
I was
bad. I don't know why
I'd much rather read UQ Holder again.
I don't know why you even said that. Because you have to know not to be like, this is weird enough for me to read.
We'll get to that on that podcast.
But yeah. So
back to UQ Holder. We were talking about Jinbei, right?
Yeah, let's talk about characters. Let's talk about characters overall. What do you think of the characters overall in this? Because personally, they're once again really fucking like they're character arcs. They are straight up character arcs.
Yeah, they're shonen characters. I'd like to just go character to character instead of overall.
All right. Tota.
Tota?
Yeah.
Tota is the only one that I'm not like he's 100% shonen.
Yeah,
he is very shonen, but he doesn't have like I said before, the clear goal or the want to get stronger at all.
He doesn't actually care. But that kind of makes him. He's a Mary Sue character though.
Yeah.
Holy crap! This guy is a Mary Sue character.
He really is.
Admittedly, is kind of common with manga with shonen. Very common, honestly. But this is to a degree where it's just like,
and it's usually not as the main character
right.
either. This is the main character of a shonen manga that we have admitted is shonen as fuck, and he doesn't want to get stronger. His goals are kind of just like, well, I want to get famous.
And then he just like, oh, I'm just having to get like the most badass. I can just do everything perfectly in like 2 days.
Yeah, that's kind of weird.
People have trained like there's one character, right? There's one technique where it's like I trained for a year, just using only my feet. He
to
it in like 1 day. It's like what the.
I think it was like he said like 6 months to get the technique down, and a year worth of using nothing but his feet to get the nimbleness in his toes correct.
And he does it in 1 day.
Right? It's insane. It's
like remember he was and they're in a pit. There's a part where they're in a pit and like we expect these guys to get out in 8 years. One month they're out.
Yeah, 1 month later they fall out. But like even more so, like everything. It's literally everything. Like he has the friends back in the main town who's like one's an amazing mechanic, so he can now fix bikes. Like Tota can just now fix bikes from watching him work on shit a little bit.
It's I don't know. They really need to add something that makes him like
make it make sense why he's instantly learning all this stuff,
or have it
like why he's an amazing cook,
or have it not be that he's just that amazing at every single thing.
Well, he's bad at singing. Remember?
Right.
He can't sing that Louis Armstrong song. What a wonderful world. Yeah, that shit. He can't sing it, so he's not good at that.
All right, so then there's the Yukihima, who's actually from the, I'm pretty sure from the original series.
Yeah, Yukihime. She's the main character from the other series, right?
She's a character, I think. No, exactly the main character.
Okay, I just said it said starred, so I was like, well, main character.
Nah, I think she's just a character. But
okay.
Yeah, so it's just she doesn't really do much except for the first part. She's like a really tough, basically Obi-Wan Kenobi / Sergeant Drill Master Nasty character. And then she just doesn't show up. So
well, she doesn't show up for reasons though.
Well, yeah, but it's still stupid.
I guess. I mean, it makes sense why she doesn't show up at all during the part where they're underground, though.
Well, yeah. Oh, yeah. Okay, I get that, but it's just like she just disappears. Like 10. Like it seems like it's been like 10 chapters now that she just hasn't showed up or done anything of any importance.
God, she showed up. Last time she showed up was when she was talking with Kieran, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, to pretty much just set up that like Kieran is the shonen character that's the weird lesbian. Not saying that just because you're a lesbian, you're weird. Let's get that clear here. She's the one that's like the yandere character.
She's yandere, and she's like emotionless.
And insane.
Yeah,
and just like
so
pops
generic.
Little kids' balls and shit.
Yeah, that character. Who has her soft side and stuff, but she really wants to kill the main character, but then she has a soft side and they like each other, and they're like, oh. Or they're like friendly and shit eventually, and she's eventually gonna save his life. Something. It's like, oh, that's what she's supposed to feel.
Yeah, I mean, she does swing a hammer at his head every other chapter, though.
Seriously, that's so. And then there's Kuromara, who is a
Kuromaru.
Yeah, he's a vampire who is not a vampire. Sorry, he's an immortal swordsman who was supposed to kill them, but then he lost to them, and now they're all friends.
Yeah,
That's really what happened. Honestly, I'm not joking.
Should we just call Kuromaru it?
Oh yeah, he's also a Haku type character, as in nobody knows his gender.
Well, no, now people know his gender.
Well, actually, I know his gender because I read ahead a little bit, but
you don't have to read ahead.
Yeah, oh yeah, that's right. What is he? He doesn't have a gender yet.
He's androgynous.
Like he literally does not.
Which is I want to talk about how fucked that is actually.
His race are born genderless, but they can become male or female when they fucking feel like it.
No.
Yeah, he says
when they turn 16.
But they don't have to choose. If they don't choose, eventually they'll just become.
Well, yeah, they either have to choose when they're 16 or they become something when they're 16.
Or no, eventually. I don't think it's 16. I think it's like eventually.
No, it's 16.
No, we said like eventually.
No, he said if you have to choose by when you turn 16. And then by the time you're 17, you're going to have a gender, pretty much.
Yeah.
So it's pretty much once you're 16. But I want to talk about how fucked it is, how he's immortal, and what that means now. So he's not supposed to be an immortal. He's a lab immortal. Like somebody built him, like made him immortal. And I assume it was his family. Because his family's already awful people. But he was made immortal at 14.
Right.
He can never have a gender.
I think he can choose.
Why? No, but his body, he doesn't age.
No, but remember what she was talking about? Like, you can choose. He's like, I can choose to be either one. He says that. He says that very specifically.
Yeah, but
I
do
can
you
choose.
think he understands what's going down? Because if
he does.
the logic of this manga makes sense,
Okay,
he's
first
not
of all,
aging.
But first of all, the logic of this manga doesn't make sense. They contradict himself.
Okay, but
repeatedly in this manga. So first of all,
but why would
he has said, and other characters have said, another character has specifically stated, you can choose whatever you want. Because this other character's like, you want to be a girl? He's like, no, I want to choose to be a guy. Like, no. Also,
but still, none of them age. Like,
no. Also, remember, he's not the same type of immortal as they are. They're all naturally immortal. He just heals. He doesn't. I think he can age. They haven't not stated he can't age.
I guess.
So, the only people who can't. Only people they stated who can't age are the people who are naturally immortals. Everybody else they have not stated can't age, and also the way they talk about it, every character in the series assumes he's going to be able to choose. So we can't us outside the series.
Make sense why he can choose. Though.
Here's the thing, though. Remember, they said before, if they cut off your head, you die. But then later they say, if you cut off your head and put him in the ocean, he'll be okay.
Yeah, I know.
So, assuming that logic works in this series by their own damn rules is stupid. Another problem with the series. Sorry. But, the series is not consistent at all with its...
no, it really isn't with its logic on, like, how magic works.
But, yeah.
But I don't know. I'm going to work under the assumption that he's not aging.
But the series says he could choose, so he could choose. That's just I know your headcanon. Throw it out.
I'm not throwing out headcanon.
So the actual canon of the show.
There is any canon down yet.
You're throwing the canon that the manga is stating for your own headcanon.
No, okay, hold on. They haven't. Okay, but there's tons of manga where it's like the dude thinks that he can do something, but he just can't.
Okay, so
who knows what's going to happen?
So the other immortals don't know. And also, remember, he said he could choose. They never said it was at 16. It said when you get 16, you have to choose. So I'm assuming before that they can choose if they want. I'm going to assume that because that would make sense. Kind of what the series says.
No, but Koromaru says that you have to choose at 16.
Yes, you have to choose at 16. Doesn't mean before you can't. All right, you know what? I'm gonna go back to what chapter was that? Like 14.
But anyway, he says, okay. I get what you're saying, and I get completely like why that would be correct. I'm just going for my sake to go with he can't age. How about that? And then once I'm proven wrong, I'll just change my headcanon. But until it's explicitly stated that is wrong, I don't care.
It's been explicitly stated that he will become...
No, it hasn't. Fuck you.
Yes,
it's been like, oh, I'm going to choose to be a man. No, he doesn't fucking know that he can yet, though. Give it until they get 2 years in the future in the manga, and then we'll see.
Okay, I'm going to go back. I'm going to go look. I'm going to go to this chapter.
I remember him saying that I'm going to choose to be a man.
Yes,
and I remember her saying, yeah, what are you going to choose? You should choose to be a woman so you can bang Tota.
Yeah. He's gay. If he's a dude. If he's a dude.
I mean, he's pretty gay if he's a dude.
He's a gay if he's a dude. He's straight if he's not. So I'm not
he's a very effeminate person.
I'm pretty sure I'm pretty sure he's supposed to be the female though. I think he's going to turn female. That's the only thing that really makes sense.
Yeah, I mean, every scene that you see him in is like, yeah, this is supposed to be a female character.
He's
he wraps his towel up above his chest and shit.
Yeah, I don't know why he did that. All you have to do is like, wait, how
all
the
you
fuck
need
does
to
he
do
piss?
is cover up.
How does he piss?
Oh, I didn't think about that. He doesn't have any organs down. I mean, I guess technically it would just be like a hole and a urethra.
Yeah.
Just without any of the sexual organ. So when you turn 16 and you choose, does one just like, whoop, just splurt out? Or do you have to like slowly grow a dick? Or slowly like grow a vagina. It's weird. It's weird.
Yeah.
I don't like it.
Well, wait, no. Remember, he states he's been immortal for a few years. He's been immortal 4 years. He was immortal since he was 10.
Okay.
So he has to, because remember, now he's bigger.
I don't remember that.
Yeah, he said, no, when they first meet up, when they first joined UK Holder.
Oh, yeah, I believe you. I just don't remember it.
Oh, when they first joined UK Holder, he's like, I've been immortal 4 years. And I'm 14.
Well, I mean, Tota's been immortal for 2 years, and he's 14.
But his body's of a 12-year-old. Which I'm kind of surprised nobody, I guess.
Well, I guess between 12 and 14, it's not that big of a difference.
Yeah, but it's kind of weird. I haven't grown a single fucking inch in 2 years. That's not normal.
One thing I want to comment on: why did he need to drink Yukahime's blood?
It was only temporary. It was only temporary here. The immortality she gave him.
Oh, okay. I didn't read that. I didn't see that.
Remember, she was like, Remember, I commented that I was like, she said you're a immortal monster, but it's only temporary. And I was
yeah.
I'm not sure how that fucking works, but
yeah, I don't know. But why didn't he age since 12 then?
It was only temporary. I think.
What does only temporary?
I think what it meant was that he didn't have full immortality, so he only healed from that first incident.
Okay.
But he didn't have like the real power to do.
Well, yeah, that sucks. That's awful. Yeah. Like, if you're gonna be stunted at the age of 12, give me my full set of powers already. Let me be a superhuman at least.
Seriously, I'm like,
oh man, his life is gonna be awful.
He will never have
always
sex.
A 12-year-old.
He will never he will never have sex.
Nope. If he does, it's kind of creepy.
It's gonna be very awkward.
And I mean,
and very probably
can't ever buy alcohol.
True. Well, they were trying to give him alcohol, and he's like, I'm like 14, and like we don't care.
Yeah. Pretty much like, who cares? Like, you look 12, you're gonna look 12 forever. Just drink.
Seriously.
You're gonna get real used to being drunk if you're 12 for the rest of your life. So.
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, the rules for the magic, like we've said, do not make sense.
The rules for this series don't make sense.
They contradict each other all the time.
Yeah, this series, there's problems.
Yeah,
I'm not in love with the series like he is. It's because it's shown that he likes it, but I like it, and I'll continue to read it. But I mean, if you're really into shonen, I would definitely recommend it. But otherwise, I don't know.
Yeah, it's a very shonen manga. Like I said, I love it because it's shonen. He doesn't love it because it's shonen. I don't know. Pretty much if when you read Shonen Jump Weekly and everything in it, you're like, yeah, fuck yeah, I like it. Then just read this. What other characters are there? Koromaru. We talk about Jinbei a little bit. Jinbei's a badass.
Only shows up. He only does like 2 things. He only shows like a few chapters. Doesn't do anything.
I know, but after you see how many scars he has,
also we talked about him already.
I know, but we pretty much just briefly mentioned him. He's definitely like one of the most shonen characters in this manga.
Yeah.
He is like the I don't really know. He's kind of like, I can see him becoming a trainer for them again at some point.
He's kind of similar to Master Yoshi in Dragon Ball. Not Dragon Ball Z, but Mad Dragon Ball.
Yeah, I can see that.
But yeah.
He's kind of a little bit insane. I mean, he's been alive for 1,400 years, so...
Okay, they do age. Okay, so I decided to do some research on the original series where Yukihime came from. She was turned when she was 10. If she was in the original series, she was a student. So she's aged. So, yeah. So, once again, the series lies about its own freaking canon.
She can change age, though.
But that means he can, too.
Well, yeah, but he has to learn the magic to do it.
But they're like, you will never, but you will never. But she said specifically.
I think she means that he will never grow, but like naturally. But she can do the like magic that lets her change like her body type and age and shit.
So stupid.
So he'll have to learn that magic.
Okay, but it's basically the series is very
disjointed.
Yes.
Yeah, it doesn't follow its own rules a lot. But yeah, I mean
And
everything.
also, the main
that we complain
character
about,
is the grandson of the original from the main character of the original series.
Oh,
So yeah.
okay. They just happen to meet again on the battlefield.
No, he's the grandson of the main character of the original series. And
Well, yeah, but
apparently,
him and Yukahime just happened to like be on the same battlefield.
They
At
weren't
some
on a
point?
battlefield. It was a car accident.
No, it wasn't.
Yeah.
Did you see the flashbacks with people fucking stabbed?
No,
and
it was
his
a car
arm cut off.
They show a car. They specifically.
They show a spear going through someone's chest.
It was
Did
a
you
car
just skip
accident.
that chapter?
You didn't see the part where they show a fucking car hitting.
Yeah, in the first chapter.
Yes.
Okay, did you see the part 5 chapters later?
It's called
where it's his
shrapnel.
parents with a. Okay, the shrapnel with a blade and a spear handle on it.
They
That's
show
some shrapnel.
a car accident.
No, they don't. You're just wrong about that. They have a spear with a handle on it.
Oh my fucking Jesus.
I can go back to the chapter right
I
now.
can go to the fucking wiki, bitch.
Let's see. Probably chapter 6-ish.
It was an accident. It was an accident.
Okay, I don't fucking know where. Like, I'm looking at this now. That is not shrapnel. That's sharpened. Like, that is a blade.
Okay, you know what? We're gonna. This shit.
Maybe the dude just can't fucking draw.
They say a car accident. They say a car accident.
You know what? They also say that if you cut your head off, you die. But you don't. So fuck you.
Oh my god. Oh my god. I hate you so much.
I know. I love it.
Let's say,
So easy to start arguments. I love it.
but I'm right.
Oh, I know.
What the hell?
I just wanted to see how long you would go with it. It just, now that I look at it, the dude just can't fucking draw. He drew the shrapnel in something that goes like this, that comes together, and it has lines like a blade. Tell me what part of a car looks like that?
I don't know the shrapnel part. Maybe
Nothing.
there's a bag of shrapnel in there. Freaking.
Maybe they just had a blade in the back seat and it fucked up. Who knows? Also, why are people fighting with swords, now that I think about it?
Because guns don't
Isn't
work.
this supposed to be, like, futuristic?
Well, because guns don't work. Unless they do. Until they do.
Until they did. Well, yeah, I mean, this dude's shooting people in the last chapter that we read.
Yeah. I need, unless the character... The only reason it didn't hurt because the character
Just ate the bullet, I guess. I don't know.
Well, she, like, doesn't get hurt by anything, so...
Yeah. Or it's more that she's not allowed to.
Right.
Which I checked on the wiki, they never explained that any further. It's just, so it's not that she can't die, it's that she's just not allowed to die. So, there's that. Also, what's with her being pretty much a cosplayer?
No clue.
She's-
Immortality.
Yeah, I guess. She always wears a maid uniform until she goes into battle, and then she wears a schoolgirl uniform. Like, what? And apparently she hates perverts. Because have you noticed that, like, every time there was, like, a confrontation with her against some dude, she goes to pervert and then is like, no, wait, that's dumb.
Yeah. Yeah.
I really... I hope that gets expanded on, and at the same time, I don't. Because I can see that getting really dark. And, like, unneededly dark for this kind of shonen manga, you know?
Yeah.
I can see it going from One Piece to Berserk. Like that. Just demon rape. Instantly.
Oh, man. So this
Speaking
has been-
about her, did we talk about Karen at all?
Yeah, we did.
Okay. Crazy ass bitch.
Yeah. This is basically every character that matters so far.
Yeah, the other people are like Visago and shit. They're just generals that haven't really talked too much. Although all the characters seem like, I guess since everyone knows about magic, it's fine. But some crazy shit happens, and no one's like responding to it at all.
Yeah, they're pretty chill about everything.
She ice stormed a hotel, pretty much.
Yeah, this isn't like Pandora Hearts where people are acting like cool things because they're all mentally fucking damaged.
Yeah, this is just like these people all seem fine, but
Yeah.
I just ice stormed a hotel and no one cares.
Like they even mentioned like the only thing, oh no, we're gonna run out of money. Like, what about people freaking the fuck out, yo?
Yeah.
That's how the fuck
Also-
I'll be doing. If I was at a hotel and fucking ice shard just came boom shine through, and I'll be like, holy fucking shit.
I paid for this bullshit.
I'll be freaking the fuck out. I'll be freaking the fuck out.
And you know what? Another thing is like the main character for a shonen manga seems to be very disinterested in sex in general. Does not give a fuck.
That's every shonen.
Yeah. Not every shonen.
Dragon Ball Z and One Piece.
Yeah. But there's a lot where it's like the main characters are straight perverts.
True, but those are like the main two, I would say, the biggest ones.
Yeah.
It's just it's shonen.
Does Naruto have any pervert main characters?
Well, he's a pervert, and Kakashi.
Yeah.
Porno.
So yeah, there's that.
I don't know about Bleach because I don't rewatch Bleach because
I don't read or watch Bleach at all. So I don't know about that. I assume there is because that seems like something Bleach would do. But yeah, he has had multiple times where there are some hot ass bitches naked in front of him. He's like, nah.
There's a part where she was like,
fight
she's about to take off her clothes. He's like, I don't actually give a damn. I just wanted to
He
see if I
pretty
could
much
do
just
it.
said, I don't want to see your old blown out pussy.
He's like, I just wanted to actually see if I could do it. Not that if I.
Yeah. Now that's done. I don't care.
That was fun. Oh, I'm out. Put some clothes on, woman. Goddamn.
Yeah. Look, bitch, you're gonna get a cold and shit.
Ain't got time for that.
I don't have time for you getting sick. Fuck you think you're doing?
Alright, so I think that's pretty much it for this. We've said if we liked it, you like it more than I do. Because it's shonen.
Yeah. What else do we need to do? We already did the art and shit. Yeah, the art's very generic.
Yeah.
Like, once again. But it does generic well, so it's not bad and generic, which would be awful.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's about it for this.
So, yeah.
You want to rank it 1 through 10?
Yeah, give it a 6 or a 7.
I'd give it like a 7.5. I can see it becoming an 8, but no higher than that.
Yeah.
I recommend reading it. I really like shonen manga, so
Yeah.
I don't know.
I don't. I guess if you like shonen, I would recommend you read it.
Yeah, if you like shonen manga, read it.
It's
for
better
sure.
than most shonen mangas I've read. How about that?
Okay, yeah. If I had to put it down for like, if I took my feelings for how much I enjoy shonen manga when I ranked it, 9, easy. But if I'm ranking it just objectively, 7.5.
Here's what I'll say. It's like playing a really what's a really good FPS? Like that's really basic, but nothing really special, but it's really really good.
Counter-Strike.
No, I don't like Counter-Strike.
Counter-Strike is very good.
I don't think it's good at all. But that's my opinion. Once again, it's like playing Half-Life 2 nowadays. It's like good at what it does. It's not like the most amazing thing I've seen in my life, but it's still playable.
Yeah, don't say that Half-Life 2 isn't the best game ever on camera.
Oh God, I made a terrible mistake.
Blah blah blah. Glorious Gaben and Steam and Valve.
Valve for president. Not Gaben, the fucking company for president.
Yeah, the company. I really hate Valve now.
Okay, let's end. Goodbye. Peace.